So, no, we can turn them off. No gear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me now? Hear me now? Okay, so I'm going to give a very, very quick update on our astronomical digital video system that we purchased last year. Next slide, please. Why did we decide to get one of these? Well, I have a personal background in interest in occultations. I did do a senior project 22 years ago on grazing lunar occultations, and it is an relatively easy project to do, occultation, so it's something that would be good for students, and it was just a matter of getting equipment and stuff. And after doing some research, I decided to go sort of with this digital video system that the Dave Galt, right, and Hristo and team are putting together. And did some research last year, and it got approved. We put together a proposal, and it got approved. We purchased it. And next, we purchased all the parts that we needed for it. We got the camera. We got from Point Grey, we got the Grasshopper Express, which is one of the 3 recommended, and we also got all the other gear that was needed. We got the laptop that they ostensibly recommended. So we got all the pieces and parts, and Dr. Wellnitz has had it since about late fall. Next. And so we start off with installing Ubuntu on the MacBook Pro, and unfortunately the MacBook Pro that we had some issues with Ubuntu, that the version, it wasn't controlling the laptop fan properly, so the laptop would overheat, and which is not a good thing. And so he was going through all the iterations of Ubuntu upgrading and stuff. Do any of you do Linux kind of stuff? Yeah, it's kind of scary actually. When I heard him, and he's just, it sort of wants to update itself to get all the little modules and stuff, and then as it figures out that something is wrong, it figures out what it needs, so it keeps going through these iterations. And he basically finally got it to a point where he felt that the version we had would keep the fan under control. Problem is it brings it up to version 13.04, which is just past what currently works with both the camera, the native camera control software from Point Grey, as well as the ADVR stuff that would end up controlling the whole set of stuff. So our options at this point are to, well, they're actively working on, they have one Mac expert on the team who's working on installing 13.04 and trying to get it to work. And then, but then some other options would be to step back down to 12.04, run the risk of overheating, laptop overheating, or just go ahead and get a PC laptop. The problem with that is that it's really hard to find PC laptops that have the FireWire 800 installed, which is what we need to run the Point Grey camera. Yeah, so anyway, so the Dell Latitude, all right, we'll look into it. Yeah, so we ended up getting a really great deal on the MacBook Pro, really, really good deal, because the university was having a sale on Mac stuff for faculty, and we got it dirt cheap, but comparatively speaking. But so anyway, that's where we are. So we're still working on it, since both of us are part-time, and he's my technical advisor and stuff. He's doing the hard work, and then when he's got it fixed, then I get to do the testing out here and stuff. But it's not ready yet. So that's where we're at. Questions? Questions? I felt like I should do an update just because for Dave Galt and everything, because I know he's really interested in knowing, and we're going to be beta testing for him here in the States. He's got some beta testers there in Australia, but I think we're the first here in the U.S. So I have nothing here because it's all in Dr. Wellnitz's office. It's all, he's got all of the stuff together. The little Grasshopper Express, it is a tiny little camera. It's really amazing how tiny it is. And yeah, so it's, yeah, he's got it all. I haven't actually seen it. I think it got shipped in and got handed over to Dr. Wellnitz right away, so I really haven't seen too much of the hardware. And he may not have even taken it out yet because he's been trying to get the Linux aspect of it running properly on the laptop first. And he really couldn't do the next steps, so get the Linux running, laptop running properly, then see if the native control of the camera gets working, and then you can do the next step of the ADVR stuff, running all of it. So, any questions? Questions from the wide world? No? All right, that was quick. I'm done. Let's go eat.
Thank you.